Do you know who I fucking love? I love characters who are unapologetic, whether that's good, evil, or something in between. I love Billie for a lot of reasons, but one of them being that she, he, or they are completely unapologetic in their motives and their actions, right? I'm talking about Billie from Supernatural. If that wasn't clear, we're introduced to Billie in season 11 of Supernatural as a Reaper, right? The first instance we see Billie, played by Lisa Berry, is singing the "O Death, Jen Titus" song. Oh, love that song. And they give a proposition to Sam. They're like, next time you and your brother die, it's for good. I'm not bringing you back again. I'm not letting anyone bring you back again. And at this point in the series, there is no death. There is no character of death who embodies death. But as we find out later, Cass kills Billie twice. He kills Billie twice. So the first time he kills Billie, the Winchesters make a deal with Billie to one of them dies, and then they can get out of this situation that they're in. But that doesn't fly because Cass kills Billie before she can take one of their lives. We see her later come back as the reincarnation of death, or the incarnation of death. So once Julian Richings dies in season 7, is it? No, season... Because Julian Richings' death dies at the end of season 10, Billie comes back. And then when she dies in season 12, she becomes the new incarnation of death. Because for some reason, the next Reaper to die becomes death or something. A little bit late in the series to be throwing that one at us. But there you have it. My problem with Billie is basically not the acting, because I love Lisa Berry. Not the characterization, because as I said, I love characters who are unapologetic. My problem is the costuming and how boring it is. Basically, Billie is disserviced at every opportunity in the show. He's presented as this horrible force of nature who's going to kill the Winchesters, and it's no, they just want the Winchesters to abide by the natural laws. That's literally it. They just want everything to go back to normal. So when we first meet Billie, her costuming is basically like every female character in the show. She's got this brown leather jacket, she's got jeans, skinny jeans, and she's got just a t-shirt, and it's so boring. It's so boring. Why would you do this to me? You bring in a Reaper. At least Tessa was introduced with hospital scrubs. At least that was interesting. But no, apparently not. Apparently they couldn't pull out all the stops for Billie. And then we see later that her outfit, as she becomes death, changes. But it's still so boring. It's this black sleeveless top and these black work pants with a horrible leather jacket. It's just nasty, and I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm here for good costuming. What can you expect from a TV show that dresses its main characters in flannel and biker boots? I mean, come on. Well, I'm here to give them a little bit of inspiration, let's say that. Inspiration as to how they can make their character a bit more interesting in the costume department. Okay? So let's get into it. So because Billie is a Reaper and black is the color of death in Western society, I was just going to stick with black. Not make it too garish. I wasn't going to put her in a Rocket Man suit or anything like that, even though that would be cool. I think black really suits Lisa Berry as well, Billie's actor. She looks gorgeous in black, so I was just going to go with black. But I also wanted to give Billie's wardrobe a bit of flair. So I drew inspiration from the original Death, who is played by Julian Richings, and he appears in a suit and a long black coat, right? Just a black suit with a white shirt and a long black coat. Not particularly super interesting, but it suited the character really well. So I was keeping with the theme of suits for the first incarnation of Billie, but I definitely wanted like a nicer suit, like a waistcoat, a tie, maybe in a different color. And then I came across this suit by this plus-sized or curvy gentleman who is wearing navy blue suit with a gray waistcoat and a red tie, and then of course a red what are they called, handkerchief in his pocket. And I thought that was really cool. But again, I'm just not sold on the color. I just want it to be like maybe with a tie that's a different color, but I would really love just a black suit with a little bit of variation in it. And then I came across these other curvy models who are rocking this red suit here, and I like the idea. Like the little tie is cute, the waistcoat is cute. Is that a waistcoat? That looks, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what that is. Tapered pants are cute. Like, I think that would suit Lisa Barry a lot. I think that would suit Lisa Barry, but not necessarily Billie. And then moving on, I found this suit by a much thinner model who is wearing just a white shirt and this like blue and red tie. And, you know, it's got a waistcoat. It's like not super interesting, but, you know, it is kind of more along the lines of what I was looking at. But then I found this one. So this is a really nice suit. Like, the thing about suits is that I hated them on women. I hated them so much on women because the suits that I found online through fast fashion were terrible. They were just god awful. But I did a little bit of digging and I found some more really nice ones, and this is one of the ones that I found. This black suit, which is like, oh, it's so black. It's so beautiful. It's just like a vacuum of color, and I love that. Because death is kind of like the absence of something. It's the absence of life, right? And the pink, oh my god, the pink waistcoat with the pink tie and the pink buttons. Oh my god, I'm in love with it. Anyway, I think that's my top choice for a suit that I would put Billie in. And the shirt is delicious. Like, it doesn't even do up, I don't think. It's just, oh my god, this whole outfit is so delicious. And I think proper size would go really well on Billie. Like I said, it's not the only outfit that I wanted to dress Billie in. And I wanted to go in a little bit of a different direction. Still black, still keeping it black, still keeping it traditional. But I wanted to show that death is versatile and changing. You know, death is not a block of stone. Death is this constantly changing, mutable, movable, fluid thing that permeates everything. You know, everyone's a little bit sad, as Eleanor Shellstrop said, because we know we can die at any moment. But death doesn't have to worry about being sad. Death just is. I thought it would be absolutely hilarious if Billie sported like a veil and a long cigarette at every opportunity, ashing on the floor. So what I really thought of was like this long black flowy flowery veil, and I found a couple that I really liked, you know, so not so thick that you can't see anything underneath it, but pretty thick so that you can move it to the side and have like half of Billie's face shown, you know, something like that. I really loved these in particular. But then I was thinking about, well, what kind of dress could go with that? I was thinking like, you know, the typical Victorian, Edwardian kind of style dresses, you know, before the turn of the 20th century. I don't know math. Because the veils were already kind of in that realm, I wanted to go with something like that as well. So I was already in the area of Victorian, and I wanted to incorporate some black dresses of Victorian ilk, historical ilk. So really what I wanted was like a tapered waist and a full bell skirt type of moment, you know, like, you know, to show that, like, something that takes up a whole room, you know, one of those voluminous skirts that's just everywhere, right? And I wanted to do that to show that death permeates every aspect of society. It permeates every aspect of life. And what better way to do that than being literally pushed aside by Death's skirt? Oh, I'm a genius. Found some of these with the tapered waist and the skirt moment, but I wasn't really sold on the color. You know, I did want it to be black, as like I said. So these were kind of in the realm, but I wanted something bold and powerful, you know, something black and gray with a high neckline. So we need hoop skirts, we need ruffles, we need lace, everything like that. Which led me to the Victorian morning dress. Ooh, baby. These are beautiful. So we've got some drawings here of the Victorian morning dresses, and they've got like ruffles on the arms, and they've got this tapered corset like waist, and they've got ruffles on the shoulders, and like they come down to about here. And I wasn't sold on the neckline. I really wanted a high neckline. So they were close. But then I found these ones. Oh, they're so good. I don't think these are dresses so much as like a top and a skirt, but I think that was actually the style back then, was like a top. It was different from a skirt because otherwise you couldn't get into it. I think so. And look at these. Look, they've got the ruffles on the back, got the ruffles on the skirt, the tapered waist, the corset like waist, the high neckline. Oh my god. I just fell in love. And like this skirt with the bump in the back, you know, what do they call that? Imagine Death in a Victorian morning dress with a veil, with a huge veil and a long cigarette. That's my interpretation of Death. Okay, so that's it for this video. That's all I really wanted to talk about, was just Billie and Billie's outfits. Comment down below with anything that you want to incorporate. Oh, just before we go. Yeah, I don't make any money off these videos because I swear in the first 15 seconds, I don't want YouTube to make money off me while I'm making money off it. You know, it's not a symbiotic relationship that I'd really like to cultivate. So if you do want to donate to the channel, I will put my shop link in the description, and there you can buy some things. I have ebooks, and then I have some other stuff like Notion templates, but I'm also selling it's like a 1.5 hour developmental chat with me where I help you develop your story from basically the ground up. And trust me, I'm really good at it. I love doing it. It's really fun, and I love hearing people's ideas. And I just had one the other day with my friend Heath, and he really enjoyed it, so shout out to Heath. And yeah, so check that out if that's something that you want to have a look at. I try to keep my prices pretty fair, but I still need to get paid, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, alrighty.